One thing I found very eerie and strange is that there's a lot of successful entrepreneurs who have made a lot of money and have succeeded in their own right in life, who have the same philosophy or very similar philosophies in terms of doing a job that you enjoy and doing something you're passionate about, and this being a possibility to everyone. And I find that very eerie because I don't think it's truly something that's very common. It's not something that everyone has. And then on top of that, it's eerie because a lot of these people, they don't know each other, and it's pretty darn sure that they didn't come up with this thinking from consulting with these other entrepreneurs that I know of, because they don't know of each other. So they all sort of just came to this thinking on their own. And that's kind of crazy. I would say I'm pretty lucky to have been exposed to all this, because I would say most of the world, 80-90% of the world, if you go to Australia, if you go to any Asian country, anywhere basically, most people, their parents and everyone else, they're telling them, be practical, you have to get a job doing this, you have to become a teacher, you have to do this. And they are never even exposed to the thought or belief or idea that this is a possibility, that you can possibly, potentially do what you are passionate and interested in for a living. Now, as a caveat, and just something I think that should be noted, I do think that passion and what you're interested in and you enjoy, you're passionate about, that's something that may not be what you think it is. So again, there's a lot of people who, again, there's quite a few examples that come to mind of people who achieve what they thought they would love doing, like writing sports articles for a living, or forming a salsa club because they love salsa. And then after 6 months, they realize they can't stand another 8 hours a day of this, and they can't do this for the rest of their lives. And then there's the whole thing about creating it. You can't just, hope it comes down. You have to be out there thinking proactively, sometimes being a little imaginative, creative, and having some business savvy to form and sculpt this into something that you can do. And then there's that thing of what is a passion? Is sitting here watching TV a passion? Or is playing Xbox a passion? And some of these people, what they're saying is that in order for you to create this or sculpt this into your dream job or dream business, you have to do a little bit more. So you may have to become the #1 authority on this sport, or #1 authority on watching TV. Or you can't just watch TV, but you have to maybe do a review or commentary or discussion on watching TV or playing these video games, and then putting them on YouTube or somewhere and growing a large following and becoming the #1 authority on that topic, so that you maybe get a following so that you can push ads or go to live events or have sponsors come on. So I do think it's a bit of a challenge. And then there's other things that come into the picture, like if you compromise too much, then what if it doesn't become fun anymore? A great example is YouTube gaming. A lot of people want to make a living playing video games. I mean, millions do. But nowadays, YouTube gaming has become very competitive, and you have to sometimes edit your videos very, very well, or just have some really crazy off-the-wall personality to get people to stick and keep coming back to your videos. And if it gets to a point that, you hate video editing and you despise it and you don't enjoy it, and then even if you grow a large following, are you truly doing something you're completely passionate about? If you hate most of the video editing, then it's well, how am I supposed to do this and enjoy it? Even if you're making an income and you're making the money, it's you don't really truly enjoy it. You may enjoy parts of it. Now, does that mean just give up, throw your hands up? I wouldn't say that's exactly the case. It just requires more hard work, more creativity, and maybe some other possibilities. Maybe that may mean you eventually, once you get it going, you can maybe hire someone to do the video editing for you. That may work, that may not work. It may lose the overall organic feel of the video, and you may lose your followers. So it's not a complete perfect situation. And then, especially from my perspective, because I know how competitive YouTube game channels are, like literally there are like, hundreds popping up, new ones being created every single day. So it's kind of like, how do you stand out from that sort of crowd and like really do something amazing? So it's like, do you truly even have that potential, even if it's something you really, really want? And then the final thing is like, what if YouTube is not the medium of your? A great reason may be because you can't stand the hate. You cannot tolerate the amount of negativity or lack of privacy or whatever else. And you thought you could, but you couldn't, and it's no longer fun. So again, these things aren't trying to discourage you, but get your brain thinking. And I guess it just points back to like, sometimes it is a bit of a journey to sculpt and figure out, how can I do this and actually do it right how I want to do it, if that is your goal in life. And the world doesn't owe it to you for you to have this. So many people in life, even to this day, die or retire having worked 40 years at a job that they could barely tolerate or they hated, but they couldn't quit because they didn't think there was anything better out there. And of course, like everything, and of course, like many things in life, there's always a bit of luck involved. Sometimes in your favor, sometimes a lot not in your favor. And if it's really not in your favor, that doesn't mean give up or just like, that just means that you hustle even harder and make up for the extra disadvantage you have, and then you just blow your competition away, and boom, you're better than them, and you come out on top. Hope you like this video. Of course, if you're new to this channel is all about self-development and success. You can hit the subscribe button below for free updates every Thursday. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video.